Dear student, in the last class I taught you what is whole number, how we represent whole number on the number line, and the properties of whole number. Today I am going to solve some of the questions of whole numbers by using properties of whole numbers. First of all, I am going to solve this question. This question I have taken from exercise 3.3 B, question number 3. What is the difference between the largest 4-digit number and the smallest 7-digit number? First of all, we should understand what is the meaning of difference. Difference means subtracting the small number from the greater number. So now we are going to write the largest 4-digit number, and again we are going to write the smallest 7-digit number. From both the number we have to find which is small and which is greater, and we have to find a difference, means we have to subtract the small number from the greatest number. So first of all, let us write the greatest, or we can say largest 4-digit number. We have already learned in previous lesson that largest numbers we write by using 9. So the largest 4-digit number will be 9,999, and the smallest 7-digit number is 4,5,6,7. So this is the smallest 7-digit number. Now we have to find their difference. That means we have to subtract the small number from the greatest number. You can see in the previous class we have already learned how we compare any two numbers. If you know how to compare any number, then only we can find that which is greater and which is smaller. The number which is more number of digit is the greater, and the number which is less number of digit is the smaller. You can see here it has 7 digits and it has only 4 digits. So 9,999 is smaller than the smallest 7-digit number, that is 10 lakh. So we will subtract 9,999 from 10 lakh. What will be the answer? 9,90,001. So this is the difference between largest 4-digit number and the smallest 7-digit number. Now let us move to this question. This question I have taken from exercise 3.5 B, question number 1. Let us read the question first. Find the quotient and remainder in the division. I have to find the quotient and remainder in this division. Okay, and we have to check our answer by this relation. This relation in division is called division algorithm. So by this relation we can check our answer is correct or wrong, where dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So dividend is equal to, which is dividend here? The number we divide is called dividend. So this number is divided. And by which number we divide? Here we divide this dividend, this number, by 17, by this number. So this will be divisor. And which is called quotient. So when we divide the dividend by divisor, then we get an answer. So the answer is called the quotient. And the number whatever left we include in remainder. So this number is remainder, because further we cannot divide this number. You can see divisor is greater than this remainder. So even we cannot give 17 ones are 17 also, because we cannot subtract 17 from 12. So that is why we consider this number as remainder. So this is the remainder. Now you have understood all the terms related to division. So the answer we get, that is called quotient, and by which number we divide is called divisor, and the remainder we get at last, that is remainder, and dividend, the number we divide, is called the dividend. So in this relation you can see dividend is equal to, dividend is what? 4334. This dividend 4534 is equal to, what is divisor? What is divisor here? 17. Divisor into quotient. What is quotient? 266 plus, what is plus remainder? What remainder we got? 12. So 12 we will write here. So using this three terms, divisor, quotient and remainder, we got a numerical expression. You can see this is a numerical expression. Now find their product of divisor and quotient. So what will be the divisor of into quotient? The product of these two numbers will be 4522. I have multiplied these two numbers, and what is left in the next step? This is plus 12. And now I will add to get the dividend, 4354. Let us see we will get the dividend or not. If we add 12 with 4522, then we will get 4534. So you can see what was our dividend. Our dividend was 4534. So now it is clear that after dividing, we can check our answer by using this division algorithm. So what was this division algorithm? Divide is equal to divisor into quotient. We can write in a short form of divisor as D into short form of quotient only Q and plus remainder R. So here I put all this divisor here into quotient 266 plus remainder is 12. So always remember to check your answer using this method after dividing. This method is called division algorithm. Now let us move to this question. This question I have taken from exercise 3.5 B, question number 3. Let us read the question first. On dividing this number by a certain number, that means we are going to divide this number by a certain number. By which number? We don't know. The number we divide is called the dividend. That means this is our dividend. By which number we divide the dividend is called the divisor. But by which number we divide this number, we don't know. By a certain number. So the number we don't know. Divisor we don't know. So that means we have to find the divisor. And 4,56,789 is our dividend. And after that, when we divide this number by a certain number, the quotient is this one. So this is our quotient. We have quotient also 1952. And a remainder is 21. So we got a remainder also. See, now we have dividend, quotient and remainder. Then what we have to find? We have to find the divisor. So from division algorithm, which is dividend equal divisor into quotient plus remainder. From this division algorithm, we can make two more relation. That is, for finding divisor, we can write directly like this: divisor is equal to dividend minus remainder divide quotient. So for finding divisor, we can use this formula directly. From this same division algorithm, we can get one more relation, that is to finding quotient is equal to this first step always same, dividend minus remainder divided by, now I have to write here divisor. You can see here, when I have to find divisor, I must write divisor is equal to dividend minus remainder and divided by quotient. When divisor we have to find, then quotient will be here. And if we have to find the quotient, then the first step will be always remain same, dividend minus remainder. Whatever remainder will be given, we have to subtract that remainder from the dividend, and after that we have to divide the difference of dividend and remainder by the divisor. So these two formulas we get from the division algorithm. So for finding divisor, which relation we will consider? We consider divisor is equal to dividend minus remainder plus quotient. So let us put all the values for the given things. That is, dividend is 4,56,789 minus remainder is 21, and these things we have to divide it by the quotient, that is 1952. Now if I will subtract 21 from this number, I will get 4,56,768, and this I must divide it by 1952. So now if we will divide this number by this question, then we will get divisor. So what will be answer? 234. This is our required divisor. So for finding divisor, you must use this formula. Divisor is equal to dividend minus remainder divided by quotient. Now let us move to the next question. This question also I have taken from exercise 3.5 B, question number 6. What is the largest 3-digit number divisible by 15? I have to find the largest 3-digit number which must be divisible by 15. But we know the largest 3-digit number is 999. So we know this number is largest 3-digit number. Now we will see that this number, the largest 3-digit number, is divisible by 15 or not. If it is divisible by 15, then this will be our required number. If not divisible by 15 exactly, then we have to find the number which is exactly divisible by 15. So when I divide the largest 3-digit number by 15, then I saw that I got a remainder. You can see 15 6 are 90. If you will subtract this, and then you will get 99. Again 15 6 are 90, and the 9 is remainder. That means 999 is not exactly divisible by 15. Then what is the number which is exactly divisible by 15? If you will subtract the remainder from the largest 3-digit number, then we will get a number. That is, you can see here 999 minus 9. Then we will get a number. That will be 990. So this is our required number. If you will divide this number by 15, then you will see there will be no remainder. Then here once more I am showing you by dividing the number which is exactly divisible by 15. You can see I will divide 990 by 15. Then I must give first 15 6 are 90, and then 9 is the remainder. Then 90 again, 15 6 are 90. And you can see there is no remainder. Before, when we were dividing the largest 3-digit number by 15, then we got a remainder. That means the largest 3-digit number was not divisible by 15 exactly. What was the remainder? This remainder. That means if I will subtract this remainder from largest 3-digit number, then I will get 990. Then this must be divisible by 15 exactly. Here I have shown also. You can see I did not get any remainder. So this kind of question we must solve like that. This part, for example, I am showing you. You don't need to show. You have to just divide the largest 3-digit number by 15, and whatever remainder you will get, you subtract the remainder from the largest 3-digit number. Then the number you will get after that will be your required number. So here is the answer.